Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into one of the greatest mysteries of human civilization. The story of how ancient engineers built something that still feels impossible even today. The Great Pyramids of Egypt, constructed nearly 4,500 years ago. But the real question isn't that they built it. The real question is, how did they build it? At a time when there were no machines, no cranes, no steel tools, and no modern technology. So let's travel back into the past. To the moment when humans achieved the unimaginable. When you stand in the desert of Giza and look at the Great Pyramid for the first time. Your eyes don't look forward, they look up. Because this 146-meter giant still remains one of the largest ancient structures ever created. But here is the shocking part. The pyramid was built using more than 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2 tons and 70 tons. Now imagine, without trucks, without machines, how were these massive stones transported? This is the first great mystery. Archaeologists explain that, 4,500 years ago, the Nile River flowed much closer to the Giza Plateau. And this was the engineers' first genius solution. They didn't drag stones across the desert. They floated them on wooden boats all the way to the construction site. Slow, steady, but brilliant. From there came the next wonder. The mighty ramp systems, including straight ramps, zigzag ramps, and even spiral ramps that wrapped around the structure. These ramps allowed workers to pull multi-ton blocks, all the way to the top. Now let's talk about something even more unbelievable. Precision. The pyramid is aligned perfectly to the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. So perfect, that even modern satellites are stunned by its accuracy. But how did they achieve this 4,500 years ago? The ancient engineers used the North Star, the sun's shadow, and the natural leveling of water. Water always finds a perfect horizontal line, and using this simple yet brilliant technique, they created an almost flawless base. A foundation so precise that even today's architects admire it. But perhaps the biggest myth of all: who built the pyramids? Many believe they were built by hundreds of thousands of slaves. But modern research proves these pyramids were not built by slaves, but by skilled workers, craftsmen, architects, and thousands of seasonal laborers. They lived in special worker villages, where food, water, and shelter were provided by the state. Because this project wasn't just for a king, it was a symbol of an entire civilization. The engineering of 4,500 years ago was not just about strength. It was about mathematics, physics, astronomy, and the human mind working at its highest potential. And today, as we build skyscrapers using machines and AI, the Great Pyramid still stands tall. A reminder that human genius has always been capable of miracles. This is the story of the Great Pyramids. Not just a monument, but one of humanity's greatest victories. If you want more deep historical documentaries like this, hit that subscribe button, because there are many more secrets waiting to be uncovered.